Now Roethlisberger on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 69 yards, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7. Broncos nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lock going to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Conner. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Broncos nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Vince Williams on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Locke. His throw incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Locke. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, 53 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Block working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
On first and 10 is Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by...
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Clock now on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
That's right, baby. It's
all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 38 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Roethlisberger. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Locke will try again on second down. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Locke looks to throw it again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Slam. He's checking. Crash.
Another run by Lindsey. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Broncos 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Block again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
42-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 2. 4th and 1.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 39 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Point conversion.
From the gun, block, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming, he's coming. Lock it. Double up.
Operating from the gun. Block. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, able to avoid him. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 36-yard.
He's back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
At the block on the give, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gain of 22 yards. And a Steeler first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Today's final score, Broncos.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.